Are you full from Thanksgiving? Did you get enough of your great-grandma Gertrude's stuffing? Well, today, we're going to spoon-feed you and stuff you some more. No, not like that, you weirdos. I mean, we are going to stuff your bags like Santa Claus with one of the most promising DeFi gems I've seen thus far. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to join our Bit Lab, the BitBoy Lab on Discord. $29 a month. All you got to do is go to discord.bitboy.live. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a crazy DeFi project. Now, decentralized finance has hit incredible heights in such a short time this year, only to bubble up and pop toward the end of the summer. Currently, at the time of this recording, $13.71 billion sits locked up in DeFi, and everybody wants a piece of that pie or cake, depending on who you are. I prefer cake. However, with DeFi, there are a lot of scams, and it seems like every day, to some people, there's 20 plus scams on Uniswap alone, but the number is much higher than that. Today's project is not only not a scam, it's potentially the most legit DeFi project we've covered on this channel. So what am I talking about? Well, I know you guys want to know. The project is called X Sigma, and is the first DeFi project to have the backing of a NASDAQ public company. For those of you living under a rock, NASDAQ is a competitor to the New York Stock Exchange. I know you guys have all heard of it. That's traditional finance jumping into the decentralized finance realm, and they have the team to lead them through the treacherous landscape that is DeFi, or as one of my research likes to call it, DeFire. X Sigma is backed by ZKIN, which is the ZK International Group company with a fully public team. X Sigma Corporation is a subsidiary of ZK International, according to a press release about the project launching its blockchain. ZK International is involved as an engineer, manufacturer, and supplier of stainless steel and carbon stainless steel pipe products, used for supplying clean water and transferring gas throughout China, according to the company's website. X Sigma is one of a few projects with an entirely public team. No anonymous rug pullers here, folks. These are professionals with reputations on the line, and thank you to those professionals for sponsoring this video. The team consists of some of the smartest developers who've previously worked for Facebook, Amazon, Google, Ripple Labs, 1inch, and other leading companies. A few of the key members to note are Alex Lebed. He's a former engineer at Facebook, Amazon, and 1inch. That's a decentralized exchange. Kamal Obad, former engineer at Google, Harvard graduate, and he was on Forbes 30 Under 30. Still waiting for my call for 40 Under 40, Forbes. Daniel Garay, former product manager at Google and Ripple. And finally, Joseph Gallay, a financial systems architect who holds a Series 3 license, which is 50% better than a Series 2 license. The X Sigma team is on the leading edge of blockchain research and development that intersects decentralized finance, supply chain management, Internet of Things, and infrastructure. The DeFi protocol is one of many decentralized finance projects X Sigma plans to launch over the next 12 months. That's 1 year for you geniuses. It will feed into a growing network of DeFi products for enterprise and consumer markets, according to PR Newswire. X Sigma's DeFi ecosystem will kick off its launch with the integration of a decentralized stablecoin exchange, offering fair farming terms for liquidity providers and an intuitive user interface for users, according to a press release. In addition, liquidity providers who provide crypto for exchanges will earn a potential reward from the exchange's trading fees. For customers who execute crypto trades, the platform will provide liquidity to those wanting access to DeFi markets. The protocol being developed is expected to have an intuitive interface and easy-to-use platform, offering decentralized exchange for stablecoins also. The X Sigma early white paper explains the hindrances of the current DeFi, naming several projects as examples for decentralized finance's shortcomings, including, get ready to get thrown under the bus, SushiSwap, Curve, and others. According to the Sigma white paper, even though DeFi absolutely exploded, there were a ton of problems that were still existing. First and foremost, the glaring weakness of DeFi is Ethereum. Now, don't get me wrong, we love Ethereum on this channel. I am heavily invested into it, but it has one gigantic problem, which is scalability. This isn't some made-up fairy tale about potential issues with the network. We've seen these issues. over and over again. Fortunately, Vitalik Buterin has known this for years, even way back before the CryptoKitties disaster. As early as 2015, Vitalik had been considering a huge network upgrade. Originally, it was going to be called Serenity, but we now know that it is ETH 2.0, and when this upgrade is complete, it should drastically reduce the cost of Ethereum transactions while increasing their speed. Sounds like a win-win to me. Along with that obvious problem, governance is also a crazy issue within decentralization. In general, of course. I mean, think about it. People love decentralized tokens and platforms, but if they're truly decentralized, then who makes the decisions? In many structures, whales get the opportunity to govern due to their token holdings. In some projects, the team and founders have a say-so on the direction, which kind of defeats the purpose of decentralization, am I right? Ethereum's solution was to create a decentralized autonomous organization, known as a DAO. But even this had issues. Maybe some would say the biggest issue ever for Ethereum is it was used as a loophole to attack Ethereum, which led to the split between the original Ethereum chain and the new Ethereum chain. If you're unaware, Ethereum Classic is actually the original Ethereum chain. There has not been good solutions yet to those issues, but X Sigma DeFi has solutions for all these issues, including availability, usability, and stability of assets. The X Sigma platform will be extremely clear and user-friendly. Since they have a completely open and transparent team, then there isn't really a concern for a rug pull or an exit scam. Their tokenomics will use swap mechanisms, slippage cashback, and token burning. For governance, they will use off-chain governance initially, and eventually will be done on-chain with fees. That all sounds great, but what about the tokenomics, which help every coin to shine or not? You guys are concerned about the price, right? Well, the tokenomics for this one includes a burn of tokens and some very interesting game theory. The team claims that they will use 1/3 of accumulated fees every 105,000 blocks, or about 18.2 days, to buy SIG governance tokens and burn them forever. Further, the team says in the white paper that in the beginning of every 105,000 blocks term, all available fee rewards can be bought for 100% of all existing X Sigma tokens, and during the 105,000 block period, the price will gradually go down to 1 X Sigma token. They then plan for the ability for users to call a function via a user interface to get the reward for the current price. In other words, everyone can exchange some of their SIG tokens for a part of the reward, and then the price goes from very high to almost zero. So on the way down, user will buy the reward, then the price feels appropriate according to the preview of the white paper. All SIG spent on rewards get destroyed forever. This creates an additional constant demand for the governance token and creates an incentive for token holders to promote the project to get more fees. Then they use the exchange fees fund to burn SIG tokens forever. Never see them again. Every term of 105,000 blocks accumulates fees to date that are used to market buy SIG token on Uniswap. This works as a two-way system. First, X Sigma raises the market price when they buy a lot of SIG tokens with a stablecoin fee fund. Second, they burn a part of the SIG token supply forever, reducing the overall token supply. These two financial moves combined work to raise the value of the token. According to the team, this also creates an additional constant demand for the governance token and creates an incentive for token holders to promote the project. Keep in mind, although a lot of the developers in this one are US-based, but the company behind the project is Chinese. So this white paper is still not fully translated to proper English. As such, some things in this might sound a little confusing. I know when I first read it the first time, I was kind of confuzzled myself. So you aren't the only one, but it just has to do with some translation issues that can be cleared up pretty easily. You don't want to miss X Sigma, or SIG, the ticker. You're so early on this one, in fact, the team exclusively provided BitBoy Crypto a copy of its drafted white paper. However, it's important to note that you can't buy the governance token yet. Further, it's especially important to note that there is another ERC20 token named SIG, former VR project from the last bull run, which I was heavily invested on and lost more money than any other coin. But if you buy this one, then you might just be able to push up the price of a dead coin on accident. So sit back and wait. Sign up for the X Sigma information and whitelist for the platform are on their website right now. So drop me a comment and let me know what you guys think about this one. But that's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.